Hi, Jayden. It's your reading partner, Sarah. I'm going to be reading with you a story called Blackout. Blackout is by Anne Harth. Brian loved Friday nights. His favorite shows were on. It's almost time, Mom called from her office. Have you put your plate in the dishwasher? Yes. Brian plopped onto the couch. He turned on the TV. The ads were still on. Dad's power saw buzzed in the garage. Brian turned up the sound. He watched as a dancing orange sang about vitamin C. Suddenly, the TV turned off. The lights went out. The dishwasher and the power saw stopped. It was dark and quiet. Mom, Brian yelled. I'm here, Bri. Dad came in from the garage. The whole street is dark, he said. There must be an electricity line down. He shone a flashlight into the room. Crazy shadows jumped across the walls. What about my shows? Brian said. Dad sat down next to Brian. You can't watch TV without electricity. Brian crossed his arms. Now there's nothing to do. Mom sat on Brian's other side. I can't do any work without my computer, and I can't finish the table without my saw, said Dad. Brian thought for a minute. Can we play a game? Mom stood up. I'll get the matches. Brian, can you get the candles? Dad handed Brian the flashlight. They're in the bottom drawer. I'll get the games, Dad said. Brian found 6 candles. He and Mom put them in holders on the kitchen table. Mom lit them. It looks great, Brian said. This must be what it looked like 100 years ago. Probably. Dad put a stack of games on the table. He still held one behind his back. What else did you bring? Brian stood up and peeked around Dad. Dad pulled out a bright red box with a roller coaster on the front. He put it next to the others. That's my favorite, Brian yelled. I thought you hated that game. I don't hate it. It just takes a long time to set up. I guess we have a long time now, don't we? Brian smiled. He opened the box. Suddenly, the lights and the TV came on. The dishwasher started. Brian blinked. It was loud. It was bright. He looked at his mom and dad. Can we still play? Mom turned off the dishwasher. Brian turned off the TV. And Dad turned off the lights. I love Friday nights, Brian said. They played. Okay, so a couple questions about the story. What caused Brian's dad to think the cause of the blackout was a downed electricity line? Well, I think it might have been because he looked outside and he saw that all the houses in the neighborhood also were without electricity. So he thought that maybe it was something that impacted the entire block. Okay, next question. What did Brian's family do as a result of the blackout? They got ready to play some games, right? They decided, okay, we can't do anything that requires electricity, so let's get some candlelight instead of our electricity light bulbs, and let's get out some games and play together. And last question, how did the blackout affect Brian? At first he was a little bummed, right? Because he couldn't watch his TV shows. But in the end, he was kind of excited because he got to play his favorite game. And then even when the power came back on, he still wanted to just play his game with his family and enjoy kind of the quiet around him and hanging out with his mom and dad. Okay, that's it for now. Hope you're doing well. I'll talk to you soon.